Welcome to the this video. Do you work a day job and after a busy day at work, you're looking for a game that can immerse you? As a busy adult, I get it, right? I'm trying to keep my passion for gaming alive while working a job. So I have found my own ways to enjoy game after work and I want to share it. I found something that people have forced me to play for a long time, but I have never given it a try. But for the first time, I give it a try and it changed my goddamn life. I'm talking about the Monster Hunter Wilds. Now, this is my very first Monster Hunter game, and if you want to get more triggered, I also use mouse and keyboard. We all know how things can be at work. You are dealing with grumpy people beefing with you just because you are young and inexperienced, navigate corporate jargons, fake smiles, thinnest toilet walls, lunch and learns, Excel spreadsheets bigger than Elder Dragons. So to keep on going and coming back refreshed, we all have our little escape, and mine is video games after work. So first thing first, if you already have a day job that makes you optimize a million things for 8 hours, I think you can choose a game that helps you get lost into the setting. So I decided not to play this game like a soulless spreadsheet goblin. And for that, I was looking for an amazing setting to get lost into. Characters who got better personalities, monsters that I can take out my frustration onto, and tools that can actually help me. Now, before any of you get into this argument about how Monster Hunter has a steep learning curve, yes, I know it does, but once you get past that, the experience you get is well worth everything that you have done. So here I am, I boot up a game, and then we start in a damn boat, which is sailing mid-air or on a sand and there is no water. This is exactly how my leadership expects me to work. Solve problems without giving me any basic support and expectations of sailing a boat on a land. Then you find this kid. He is the intern. Now, at first, you are empathetic towards him. Listen, the game makes you feel bad for this dude. But later, he does shit like this. You can't! See, this is how a lot of people feel about the interns. First, we feel bad for them, but later on, they do some stupid shit that makes you question that if they lowered the IQ of the entire department. But believe me, they are the least of the problem. We have all been an intern before. It just takes a little bit of maturing. But after that, game puts you straight in the middle of the battle. You get stuck in the bad weather, you are fighting sandworms, and you get a taste of chaos in this world. It's a perfect parallel to walking into the office on a Monday morning and instantly learning about all the completely broken systems at your workplace that you had the opportunity to fix. However, after a while, this game picks up and shows you how beautiful the landscape can become. Here is where I got lost into the environment. I normally am not a big fan of sand-like settings, but then I realized that this game has much more to offer. It just starts in that kind of an area. The weather cycles are beautiful. You have beautiful sand terrain. You have amazing forest area. You got the snow area. You have a village where they worship fire and shit. Also, amazing brown people food. I mean, goddamn, that naan is delicious. And you know, after working in a space that looks like a depressing mental asylum filled with clowns who would not even get a call from a circus, this place hooked me in instantly. Here I'm exploring new biomes, and at my workplace I'm exploring the optimal ways to find an empty toilet seat because everyone is destroying those washrooms after coffee break. Here I am riding on the back of my chicken to explore new areas, while at work I'm riding. In Monster Hunter Wild, it is fun to randomly encounter a new monster, unlike encountering quick question demons. So all in all, this game will reignite the passion that you are looking for, and you will get lost into settings that is so damn immersive. Now, you meet characters at work that you want to say some shit, but you can't because it will send you to HR. You might want to punch a table every single day, but it's a company property. But don't worry, this game has monsters that you can take your frustration onto. Take a look at this dude. It is Kongalala, a farting monkey. Fighting this one reminded me of one meeting where I was talking to someone while being absolutely gassed on and almost gagged. This is someone who talks to you while having disgusting coffee breath and nasty fishy burps while eating microwaved fish. And the fart's deadly enough to evacuate the entire office due to choking hazard warning. Now imagine this fuck-ass dude comes to you asking why you cannot fix one of the issues in the system that he himself caused. See, now I cannot tell him to fuck off because that will land me in one-on-one with my HR. But in this game, I get to watch this monster throw a tantrum. This is the beauty of this game. Now we have other monsters to go through, so let's begin. Of course, I have so much to say, but I am not going to talk about every single one of them because I don't want to spoil everything. And also just to keep in mind, this video is for comedy purpose and all these jokes are coming out of my mouth because of my experience working. Now we have Chatkabara. When you look at this monster, it will remind you of that ass licker of the management. A classic. This person does zero of the actual heavy lifting during the quarter, but the moment project succeeds, he goes there to lick ass. In the office, you just have to sit through his PowerPoint presentation while he steals your credit. In Monster Hunter Wilds, instead of watching him get promoted, you get to take a giant hammer and shatter his rocks off his stupid arms. Then we have Doshagma. These are massive, aggressive, bear-like fanged beasts that roam around in the plains. Now, you will encounter these alone most of the time, but I'm referring to the pack, where there is an alpha in that pack. So the game will tell you that Doshagma will only team up when they want to hunt. This is your management. The thing with Doshagmas is that they don't just fight you one-on-one. If you find them in a pack, the alpha spots you, roars, and suddenly the whole squad is relentlessly chasing you down to ruin your day. The game tells you that they only team up in a pack when they're trying to hunt, otherwise they live alone. So this is your middle management. You make only one tiny mistake and maybe you miss a semicolon on a report, or there's a spelling mistake, or you ask a question in a wrong team channel and suddenly the alpha manager CCs 5 other directors. Before you know it, a whole pack of Doshagma is bulldozing your inbox by CCing everybody and especially you into the dirt just to show dominance. In the real world, you just have to take the beating. In Wilds, you get to lure the alpha into a sand trap and watch his entire CC chain fall apart. Then we head into Scarlet Forest and meet Lala Barina. It looks like a giant blooming red rose, but you get too close and you realize it's a massive terrifying spider that can paralyze you and drain your health. This is your toxic positivity culture representative. They lured you in with the free pizza, casual Fridays, beautiful wellness seminars that look fantastic on LinkedIn, but the moment you actually need the support or a raise, the rose petal falls away and they paralyze you with a 40-page employee handbook policy that you did not read apparently. So you can ask for a raise in a better way. Now, being able to set this giant spider on a fire Now listen, being able to hunt this spider in the game is a lot cheaper than therapy, so just do that. And finally, my favorite monster actually, the apex predator of the Windward Plains, Raidalv. It's a terrifying flying wyvern that only shows up when there's a massive catastrophic thunderstorm. He swoops in from the sky, folds his horn together, and fires a literal fucking lightning railgun. And it's a blast that fries everything in a 10-mile radius. This is your VPs, your CEOs, your C-suite executives. You never see them in a normal sunny Tuesday. They only show up when everything is going to shit. When there's an absolute crisis, thunderstorms everywhere, tornadoes coming out of fucking volcanoes, I guess. And then you realize they themselves are the one who caused the crisis. But they swoop into the department and fire off a completely incomprehensible panicked email at 11 p.m. on a Thursday night that fries everybody's weekend plans because it becomes urgent on Friday and you cannot go home until you can finish solving that problem that they themselves caused. And then they fly off to a golf trip. These are some of the examples, all right? Now, there are a lot of cool monsters in this game, so play it and check it out. Also, this game gives you amazing weapons, and all of them are useful in combat. The amount of variety and upgrades you have is insane. For now, I'm just playing dual blades and a bow, so I don't know much about these weapons. I have tried switch axe and charge blades. I will play the other ones soon and compare them later. This is one of the best games I have played in my life. You get lost into the setting, you can team up with your friends and hunt the monsters. And yes, the co-op is so seamless. It's so easy to get into this game with your friends. It is basically like setting up a no-effort co-op session. When I was playing this game, I realized that this is an actual temptation. Every single time I boot up this game, I cannot quit. This was taking over my life. And this kind of sucks because I do want to be playing this game forever, but I got a job to go to. So I realized that I will need to balance my gaming with my real life, and that is the only downside of it. But hey, after a very busy workday, this game is an absolute blessing and I want to keep on playing it. Yes, there is a little bit of a learning curve in the beginning, but I promise you, once you get over it, I have seen people spending 900 to 1000 hours in just one game alone. Playing with friends, playing solo, and this game starts off with the easy mode. So you have your lower levels where your story ends. So that is from chapter 1 to 3. And after you finish chapter 1 to 3, you start an actual tutorial of what the game has to offer in chapter 4 to whatever. And then from then on, the game begins. So stick with this game. If you think this game is good in the lower levels from chapter 1 to 3, you are in a big surprise of your life because this game just keeps on getting better and better every single time you progress a chapter or you get better in your hunting skills or you get a better equipment. Purpose of this game is to progress in your stories, and once you hunt monsters, and after you hunt the monsters, you make a better gear from the monster parts so you can hunt better monsters or bigger monsters. So So you get those parts from the bigger monsters and you make better armor again, so you can hunt another monsters which are kind of an alpha monsters. There are so many categories. You keep on hunting monsters, you keep on crafting your gears, and from those gears you can hunt deadlier monsters. And that is the main reward loop in this game. I guess it kind of works like an addiction loop, but hey, it is working. Really, really recommend to give it a go. And these videos I make are for the people who, don't really have time to play video games. So I am trying to highlight games which are worth your time. And this is definitely one of those games where if you get invested into it, you won't be able to stop. So yeah, give it a go. And if you like my other videos, watch them somewhere here. But anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video.